We are here for week 5 garden update. I just noticed one of our green beans has been pushed over by the rain, which is a little concerning. But we're here for week 5 and mostly everything is going really well. It's been raining today, so I am doing this as there is a pause in the rain, and I do believe it's supposed to rain maybe for the next few days unless the forecast has changed, which it very possibly has. So we'll just do a quick update and take you through the whole garden as usual and share a few exciting updates and then share a few not as exciting updates. And yeah, so we'll just go ahead and get started here, and we'll start at the front of the main garden. So we're at the main garden. Our cucumbers are doing very well. I'm very happy with them. I am slowly thinning out all of this lettuce. I still have more to thin out, but I'm going to come out here with some clippers and just clip them, because every time I pull up the roots, it always takes too many other plants. Nasturtiums are being a little weird here. Not really sure what that is all about, but that's okay. We have other ones growing. Sunflowers are doing okay. I'm noticing a little nibbling over here. Beans in this bed are doing pretty good. We'll get a closer look at our cucumbers in a moment. And as usual, our potatoes look great. I have not added more soil yet, haven't mounded them. I do think I'm going to add some soil, probably just up to the top of this box. Hopefully the box doesn't just give out. Still some nibbling going on, but I haven't really noticed anything. We do have a lot of spiders in the garden, so that's exciting. There was actually a spider that had made its nest in one of these leaves, and it looks like it has moved on, so that's all right. And then we have these little itty bitty ones that hop everywhere, and they jump. They're not fleas. I mentioned them last week. They're not fleas, but they jump. So we'll see about that. And so we'll come over to this other row of lettuce. Also needs to be thin. Nasturtiums again over here. Some browning going on. I'll have to figure it out. I'm always looking at the back of our leaves. And so we have some weird stuff going on here with our cucumbers. They're sort of like browning and turning yellow, and I'm not sure why this is happening on this plant, because over here we actually have a very large cucumber, and then we have another one right there. So I'm gonna have to come out here and sort of investigate even closer. We have another interesting bug that just flew away. Dill's doing fine, beans doing fine. Over here, we've got our zucchini, also doing fine. These transplants are actually starting to thrive, so that's great. Zucchini, beans and beans. Same thing over here. Everything's looking pretty good. This bean plant was the one that was just laying down as if it was pushed over maybe by the rain. So I'll have to just sort of watch the rain and what it does. Peas doing good on their new trellis. Finally have some watermelon growth. It's been much hotter this week. Same thing with all of the lettuce. This watermelon is not doing as well as the other one, and I'm just trying to be patient with it. And same with the peas over here. They're doing fine. Over here, this pumpkin plant is actually looking really good lately, but this one is not looking quite as good. These bean plants, I did find some kind of beetle on these plants, and I squished it off. I'm trying to identify it. I will try to add a picture of what it is, so if anybody knows, you can let me know. But something is clearly nibbling my beans, and I will just have to figure out what could be doing that. These tomato plants are sort of starting to grow, but not quite as good as these that are looking just great. These are my chickens behind. Delicata squash, looks like something's nibbling, but not so bad yet. Our kale I just found a bunch of aphids on the kale. Oh, geez. Okay, well, so yeah, that was the bad news. We have an aphid problem, quite the aphid problem. Wow. So I will have to deal with that. And I will have to deal with that today. But other than that unfortunate news that we just discovered together, maybe that's more eggs for aphids. You know, we'll figure it out. Over here, our peppers are doing much better, not being munched quite as much. And that is just some... Oh, there's Toshi coming to say hi. No eggs, just some dirt on the back of these. Staked this Roma, doing great. And so we'll come over to, oh yes, these potatoes have taken off even from yesterday. So they're doing great too. And now we've got all of our tomato plants. Some of them are thriving, some of them are not. And I'm just watching everything, trying to make sure nothing gets infested like those kale plants clearly are. And our cherry Roma bed. This one is not looking so good, and I don't know what's going on with this. Sorry. But, you know, some more nibbling, and it seems like maybe I have a pest problem I need to get under control. Here are some more tomatoes, still looking mostly good. Some of them growing quicker than others, but doing fine. I have a mullein plant growing right there. And then after that, I'll take you to the last tomato plants. All of these are San Marzano. They're doing well. And down there as well, they are doing well. So yes, as you could see on that kale, we are having a serious aphid problem suddenly. I found some aphids on the front of the house gardens, and I found them last night, squished them all, and I sprayed them with a diluted castile soap water, and I'll have to see if that has helped at all this morning. But we have some ladybugs in the backyard. I have seen some ladybugs in the backyard, and I just have to figure out how to coax them into my garden. But I will tackle that today. Our trellis is finally up on our squash bed. I have to mound the potatoes, and then we have to start harvesting some cucumbers. But outside of the aphid issue, clearly, we are doing pretty good. So we're gonna go to the front of the house now, and then we will just wrap everything up. All right, so I'm not going to pick this up this time, but sort of the same thing. Our basil starting to grow, this basil starting to do better, and all of these, well, I guess I will pick it up. All of these pepper plants is where I found yesterday's aphids, and they actually have all of these. Yeah, there's still some on there. So I'm gonna have to figure this out because there's a bunch of brown spots that were not there yesterday. So clearly I have an issue forming and I need to get it under control. So same in this bed over here, nothing to update other than these nasturtiums are going crazy and doing really well. That's it. That's the update. So I'm going to go and look at those kale plants and then look again at these pepper plants and see if I can deal with any of these bugs. There's a little confusion with some of the beds because like in our cucumber bed, one of the plants is doing quite well with like these big leaves, and you know, the cucumbers are going great, but some of the other ones are much more puny. I am assuming maybe it's a pollination problem, especially with the cucumbers that are sort of shriveling up. But you know, we've completely closed off the whole entire garden space, and it definitely makes it harder for pollinators to get in there. So I've got to figure that out because we can't take the bird netting down or the squirrels will get in, which there is one squirrel that still has been eyeing the garden, but sweet Toshi is doing her job. So, and that's it. That's today's update, a quick one. And next week we will be back with an update on the bug problem that we all of the sudden have, and hopefully it's not a problem anymore in another week. So happy homesteading. Thanks for watching.